Okay, good morning all. We're going to start with a new chapter, a new section actually. We're looking at solid figures here. Let's study solid figures. Now there are four main types of solid figures. There's cylinders. These have two identical bases. That's the top and bottom are the same. If you look on each shape, you see the top and bottom are the same shape. That's what a cylinder is, and it's round. Okay. Now, a cylinder with a polygon base, that's a multi-sided shape, is called a prism. So if you've got, like here, you've got an octagon base, here you've got a square base, here you've got a rectangular base. So a polygon's like more than one side. It can be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sides, basically a polygon base. They're called prisms, okay? A cone has got a vertex. Now, a vertex basically means a pointy bit at the top, and it's got one base, which is normally circular. So circles like a one-sided shape, really. So there's an example of one there. And cones, with a polygon base, are called pyramids. So it's got a pointy bit at the top, but then it's got like here a three-sided shape, here a four-sided shape, and here I think it's an eight-sided shape. So that's a polygon base. And these are just the other solids along here then, just random other shapes. Your first question is just to basically just go through and see which is which, put the right letters in the right order for these shapes. Okay, I'm just going to close that a sec and go on to the next page. So, quick art question. What famous painting is in here? The Louvre in Paris. Do you remember that? It is, do you remember? The Mona Lisa. Okay, so that's found there, and it's a famous glass pyramid in Paris. There's some key parts here of shapes. So the key bits you need to know are the face, which is the flat bit, the edge, which is the like liney bit, and then the vertex, which is kind of the corners right on the edges, not the edge, sorry, the corners there. The actual corner itself is called the vertex. So I'll just get rid of this because it's getting kind of messy here. Now, the next question just goes through which of these figures are which. So you say which one are all the solids, are all the faces pentagons. You remember a pentagon is a five-sided shape, so that would be D here. Some of the faces are hexagons, so you know that that's 6 sides. Octagon, like octopus, is 8 sides. Triangles and squares, that's pretty self-explanatory. But you're just going to match up these shapes here and write in the correct letters down here as well. Going to the next question. Now, we talked a bit before about this. You've got to count on this shape here how many faces it's got, like the flat bit, how many edges it's got, like this line bit, and how many vertices it's got, like the pointy bit on the corner. So you've got to look at the shape and work out and write in the answers for each of these shapes. So if you look, for example, this one's got 4 faces. There's the 2 you see there at the front, 1, 2, and then there's 2 behind it, isn't there? Okay, so that would be 4 faces. There's 6 edges. Well, you count that as 1, and you count 1 there, and it gets a bit messy. Do the same for the rest. These are just straightforward division questions. These are multiplication followed by division questions. These are the same, multiplication followed by division. This is your answers for always, sometimes, never, for those as well. Now, the next question, if you remember back in grade 4, if you're with us in grade 4, we did cubes about cubism, and we actually cut out the shape of a cube on flat paper, and then we folded it into the shape of a cube. So you have to work out which of these would actually work and fold into the shape of a cube. And actually here it says all of them except B would do that. So they'll all fold up into a nice cube except that one, B. Then the homework's pretty straightforward, just a recap on learning. Labelling which is the cylinder, cone, pyramid, and other solid. Working out the faces, edges, and vertices of these 2 shapes. And then some basic division here, division and multiplication here, division and multiplication here. So that's it, guys, for the chapter. have fun with that, and when you're done, take a photo of your pages, and I'll set up a Google Classroom section for chapter 21. So just to recap again, here's all the answers when you're done marking, just to check it's all good. Okay, and that is it. So thank you very much.